I was getting a little concerned after my first flop. I'll be honest, I hadn't had something flop that hard in a while. Hey guys, long time no chat. I am going to attempt to do a vlog this week. I haven't done one in a really long time because a lot has been going on in our lives. Last time I vlogged with you, we were in South Dakota, and since then we've been home for a good while, and now we're back out on the road and we are in Texas. So we are on Mikey's music tour right now, his Redneck Rockstar tour, and we're still going to tape travel content, and then also all of our cooking content. We can kind of bring our kitchen on the road with us while he does his music thing. So that's what's going on right now. It has been a long time since I've had the time with everything that's going on to try and do a vlog. So I'm gonna attempt to do it again. Last time, just to be honest, it got a little hectic. There was I was adding this whole new project on top of everything that we were doing and not really cutting down on anything else that I was doing. So it was making for life to be really, really hectic there for a while. So I took a big deep breath, kind of restructured a few things. And so I'm hoping that I'm getting things under control, because I really enjoyed this format and kind of showing you guys the day-to-day and the behind the scenes. And I've heard from a lot of you that you miss it and that you really enjoyed it, and we definitely love sharing that way. So I'm gonna try to kick it back up again, but it may have to look different depending on how much time everything takes. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can do it and not fall off the face of the map again. But now, like I said, we're back in Texas. We've taken a couple weeks off of YouTube. By the time you see this, we're back on and everything's going well. So, oh, what am I cooking this week? So since we took a little bit of a break, the schedule's a little messed up. So I still need to record the Foodie Friday for the week before you see this, which, fingers crossed, I'll tape tomorrow, and it's going to be, hopefully I'm not teasing you with something that doesn't turn out, because I'm testing it again today. We're going to do butter burgers in the Ninja Foodie, the way that Mikey's mom used to make butter burgers. Well, I'm sure she still makes them that way, but the way Mikey showed me his mom used to make butter burgers. And then we're gonna top it, especially for our low carb people, with some homemade pimento cheese and use the air fryer feature to make that nice and melty. So I'm looking forward to that. So that will finish up what to you is last week. And then this week, I'd already taped the segment that you're gonna see early on in the week about the slow cookers we use the most, because that's a question I get from you guys all the time is, I'm buying a new slow cooker, which one should I buy? And so the answer to that always depends, and we kind of talk through why you might buy one and not the other, and what are the ones that we travel with because we just can't be without them. So we talk about that. But tomorrow we're also going to be taping low carb side. That'll be perfect for the holidays, but then also just perfect to have. That's kind of just got some really yummy flavors together. So its final testing is going on today. I'm sorry if you see blue ink all over me. I do this every time before we get ready to tape. I have to fill my fountain pens, the ink got all over me again, and so now I look like I tried to murder a Smurf or something. Anyhow, so that side. And then the last thing I think we need to test first, and then if it's successful, tape are some low carb Christmas cookies that we're gonna make in the air fryer. Fingers crossed. I'm sitting here working and I keep hearing rustling in the woods, and that typically doesn't bother me, except for the other night at campfire. We were sitting there and we heard something, and then a few minutes later I look behind Mikey and there is a skunk coming into our camp. That was a little frightful. Then the skunk ran into the woods, and before long he ran right back out towards our campfire, towards us, and I of course abandoned the scene, to which Mikey has given me lots of grief. But my point is that sometimes that rustling isn't just birds out there. So I'm sitting out here working, and every time I hear a little rustling sound I look up and look around, because I don't know, there's too many worse scenarios than being sprayed by a skunk in a camper that you like take with you everywhere. That probably is not a fun situation at all. So I'm hoping that we don't have the same problem here. Okay, pimento cheese, fantastic. I love it. We add a little bit of garlic powder to it, and so it has a little bit of a different than store-bought taste to it, and I love it that way. And then I just finished, sorry, focus. I just finished the butter burgers, and hopefully you can see with that light. And I finished them off in the air fryer with that pimento cheese that I made. You guys, I cannot wait to dig in. I'm very, very excited. This dish is doing well over here too. Woo! Hello, Steamy. It's got quite a ways to still go, but it smells incredible. And I have a very, very messy kitchen full of all kinds of dishes that need to be done. So I'm gonna get at that. Mikey has left. Not sure where he is, but my blog post for tomorrow is done. I'm not sure if I told you what I was writing. This is again for last week. I'm writing a beefy pepper jack casserole that is a spin off of our chicken pepper jack chicken that everybody loves. So I'm really excited about that because my family loves the beefy version even more. So got that blog post all written, and it is waiting for its video so it can go live. Then I gotta schedule all the newsletters. Link down below. If you guys aren't already subscribed to our newsletters, I know a lot of you who were missing us while we were kind of on our YouTube hiatus were asking if we were okay. If you aren't subscribed to our newsletter, that's kind of the thing that, I won't say never, but rarely ever goes on an extended break, because that's the way that most people find our website, and that's how we get our paycheck. So ultimately that thing always has to go out, even whenever we have to schedule breaks and all that kind of stuff. Well, my cookies didn't turn out last night. Oh, good morning. It's the next day. Mikey's headed to go get groceries. The grocery pickup, number one tip, especially when you're not in a place where you know the Walmart very well. We do grocery pickup all the time. So he went there the other night and it was like packed. So I promised him we would do grocery pickup so he wouldn't have to go get all the ingredients for today's taping. But status update. The cabbage that we cooked was incredible. We're actually going to be making multiple recipes with that base because it was so good. The butter burgers, fantastic. The homemade pimento cheese, I'm never going to buy pimento cheese again. I love the way that we've, the flavor of the pimento cheese that we came up with. The cookies had good flavor, but they didn't exactly turn out. This is the flop from last night. Again, they had good flavor, but the technique, I changed the original recipe because I was wanting to try and get a more not low carb taste to it. Long story. But anyhow, my tweaks didn't exactly turn out okay in the bake feature with the foodie. So I think I'm back to the drawing board. I think I might just do my peanut butter cookie in there for that episode of Foodie Friday instead. We'll have to see. We're going to tape 2 recipes today. We're going to tape the butter burgers, and we are going to tape the cabbage for next. Butter burgers will be this week, the week before you see this, and then the cabbage will go next week, and then I'm still gonna have to come up with the cookies. And I have a backup if my cookies keep failing of what we'll do for Foodie Friday, but we won't discuss that just yet in case that happens again. So that's where we're at. I don't know. We ended up not going on a hike because the temperature dropped so much during the day. We had a lovely day outside, but it dropped too much to go on a hike, and today it's literally 30 degrees cooler than it was yesterday. And it's going to get below freezing at night, so we have to dump our tanks and fill our fresh tanks so that we don't freeze up our system while it's freezing outside. So that's fun RV stuff too. There's a lot going on. Mikey's got music tonight that he's gonna go do. I think Addie and I are just gonna hunker down. So that brings you up to speed, and hopefully I'll probably do some cookie testing tonight, which everybody's so upset about. Like, my flops even tasted good, but the trailer got a little smoky too. Aunt Lou and I always say, we fail so you don't have to. I'm over here washing dishes, and it reminded me of something that I get asked a lot by you guys, and that is these plates. A lot of times folks ask me where I get them, and just so, I don't know if it's focused or not. There you go, maybe. This one is Johnson Brothers. It's one of the common themes. I started collecting these plates years ago because they remind me of my grandma. But anyhow, Johnson Brothers, I used to be able to find them in stores called Christmas tree shops, and sometimes I found them in, is it Old Time Pottery or something like that, where you can buy a plate at a time. So I used to be able to find them there. I haven't been able to find them there in years, so I would have to buy them off of Amazon and or eBay, and it was really, really expensive. But the other day I saw in Facebook Marketplace these, which have all kinds of different designs on them depending on if it's a bowl, a platter, or whatever. And these are Currier and Ives. And so somebody was selling a set that they had collected for years and years and years, so I bought the set, and I should have plenty to be able to, because it had bowls and plates and little saucers and platters and mugs and all kinds of stuff. So I just love it. I know I love it because it reminds me of my grandma, but I love it because it tends to be something people enjoy on the blog as well. So, but these plates, I keep holding it upside down. These are Currier and Ives, if you can find them. And then the one that you've probably seen, and they come in other colors than blue too. There's maroon, and then there's some full color with brown being the main color, that are Johnson Brothers. And that's the main ones that we use.
And 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I am Cris from recipes@crock.com.
I am Mikey from recipes.crock.com.
And today we are here to show you a super simple side dish that is so good.
Like, can I tell him?
You didn't believe me.
So, she makes this yesterday, and we have cabbage all the time. We love cabbage. We have cabbage, but it's like, okay, we're having cabbage. I didn't realize how we were having cabbage, and so she's like, why don't you go get a bite of that cabbage? So I went and got a bite of that cabbage. And I just took a forkful, made sure I got some green beans and some tomato with it, and blew on it, you know, got it nice and that right temperature for tasting, popped it in my mouth. Immediately went over there, grabbed a bowl, and dumped about 3 heaping spoonfuls of it and had it for dinner. Watch out. Make sure you don't turn the gas on.
Mm-hmm. Ready?
Oh, that crock pot's hot.
Maybe you ought to keep your hands to yourself, dear.
Don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I am Cris from recipes@crock.com.
And I am her husband. My name is Mikey. I'm a Cancer. I love long walks on the beach. I love small strolls by the ocean. And I am too from recipes.crock.com.
Okay, well today we are here for a yummy Foodie Friday. We are going to be making butter burgers in our Ninja Foodie, and then we are going to top them with some homemade pimento cheese and make them pimento cheese butter burgers. So we're done with taping, so I'm using the grease from our butter burgers to make us some Brussels sprouts for lunch to go with the butter burgers. Aki would like some lunch as well, apparently. So I'm doing that, and I'm even half tempted after I air fry these to put pimento cheese over the top. I don't think anybody's complaining here. Kind of like you would like cheesy fries.
Redneck poutine.
That might be a new recipe near you. I've gone and done it now. That looks really good. Okay, my taste tester straight out of the shower. What do you think? Other than it's hot. Oh. Is it really hot?
It's smoking out of my mouth. Oh, good. I like it.
You like it with the cheese? Okay. Ollie, what do you think? Ollie?
On his tail.
Ollie, what do you think? Are you good, baby? Looks like I'm telling ghost stories. I have my photography light on. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we have some low-carb cookies success going on here. I need to taste them still. The batter tasted good. And they held up during air crisping, so that's good. And they look really good. Now it's just a matter of getting them out of the Ninja so they can cool a little bit. And I think we might have a Foodie Friday post coming up soon. As long as they taste good. I gotta taste them too. I think they're gonna taste fine though. Here goes the taste test. I altered one of the peanut butter cookie recipes I have on our old blog. Just used low carb ingredients, and then because I was using so much sweetener, I substituted the vanilla for another sweetener to offset some of the taste. So here we go. And I have a taste tester watching me over there. I think she's gonna want one. Oh yeah, these are good. They're gonna be crispy, I can tell when they finish cooling. I used 100% peanuts. peanut butter so that there's no there's no sugar at all, because a lot of regular peanut butter or even natural peanut butter has traces of sugar in it. And this you can make with no trace of sugar at all. I like it a lot. We have ourselves a Foodie Friday coming up. Good morning. We are still in, oh, I don't think I've told you where we are, have I? We are in near Fort Worth, Texas, in a state park, and so we have errands to run today, but the last thing I need to tape for this week is the peanut butter cookies, so I need to go get some 100% peanut butter for that, also with a long list of other things that we need to go do today. So we have an Amazon pickup at a locker because Mikey has a part on the truck he needs to fix, and that came today. I think my watermelon water might be coming today, and we're gonna pick that up too. And then we're gonna go have pizza at one of my favorite places. So I eat 100% low carb all the time except for two things. One, popcorn when we go to the movies, and two, occasional family pizza day. If we find a really good pizzeria, and we know there's a really good one near here that we went to before. So we're gonna go have that treat today, and then I think we're gonna come back, make the peanut butter cookies, tape all that. I've got to edit some posts, and Mikey is going to work on the truck, and I think that's today. It's a little bit warmer today than it was yesterday, and it's supposed to progressively get a little bit warmer, so hopefully it starts feeling like we're in Texas again, because last night it was in the 30s. Not cool Texas. Actually, really cool Texas, but I can have 30s in Indiana. Well, we are back from all the errands, and I'm in between tapings right now for the peanut butter cookies. As you can see, these are waiting to be air crisped up in the air fryer. I'm so excited I figured this out. This is one of those really good things for RVers, or at least for this RVer, that I can make sweet treats like that, like little snacky treats for special occasions, and I can pull it off in my Ninja. I was getting a little concerned after my first flop. I'll be honest, I hadn't had something flop that hard in a while, so I was like, oh, maybe cookies aren't a possibility. So then I went back to my tried and true, because I don't know if I've shared it with y'all or not, but back in the day, uh-oh, my pot is making a noise. There we go. It wasn't even. Back in the day, when I was a little girl, I used to make peanut butter cookies, a totally different recipe than this, but peanut butter cookies for my family. all the time. I was the peanut butter cookie person. So I knew that if I went back to my roots, surely I could get something to work. So these are the crisper version. I don't know if you're familiar with the different kinds of peanut butter cookies, but I oftentimes would make two different kinds. I'd make the more soft ones that were more flour based, and I do have some ideas for converting a recipe and doing that for that one. And then I have the more crisp ones that are typically smaller, and that one was really easy to convert. So I can't wait for you guys to see that on Foodie Friday, just in time for the holidays.
Have 3 or 4 more, so that you will not inconvenience me in any way. Make use of it, I pray, for your pleasure or your business. The young men wish to decline, but they could find no reason for refusing offer which is so important. The Count Monte Cristo, the native Portugal algorithm, conversing on all subjects with greatest ease. He was, as we already said, the new language, the German countries, and advancing into his son, proved the false.
It's like I'm waiting on cookies to bake or something. Well guys, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. The rest of my cookies are baking, and I've got to get a blog post done and newsletters, all the things, as we like to say around here, going. I think I'm going to close this out. I'm sorry, first of all, I'm sorry I didn't include a lot of adventuring. There just hasn't really been a lot with all the repairing of the trailer and then trying to fix the part on the truck. We haven't, and then the weather turned cold on us. We haven't got out to do a whole lot really besides getting work done, and then Mikey's been doing his music. So I think what I'm going to do is have Mikey play his part, at least part, if not all, of his new song that's coming out this month on Spotify, and have him play that out. But I will hopefully have another vlog for you next week. Thanks for bearing with us as we've been transitioning and doing all kinds of things, and thanks for bearing with me on this vlog, which is just kind of had a lot of the day-to-day stuff versus like something super interesting. Fingers crossed something interesting. We're gonna get to go do something soon. We'll see. I just hope the weather warms up. Like I said, I could be cold in Indiana. Come on, Texas. Bye, guys.
Summer baling hay, but he always had a feeling he was in the wrong field, and he knew he had to get away. So every Friday night under neon lights, he played for a honky-tonk crowd. They loved to hear him playing Hank Willie and Waylon. He'd crank it up and play it loud, 'cause he's a redneck rockstar, playing them covers on his old guitar, keeping people dancing in them all-night bars like a redneck rockstar, yeah. One night he was jamming to a song by Robert Earl Key. Little did he know, sitting in the front row was a man from Tennessee. And after the show was over, the fella stuck out his hand and said, "Tell me what your name is, 'cause I'm gonna make you famous, but we gotta get you with the band. 'Cause you're a redneck rockstar, playing them covers on your old guitar, keeping people dancing in them all-night bars like a redneck rockstar, yeah." Well, a few weeks later, he was signing papers and playing with a 5-piece band. He used to plow an itty bitty cornfield, now he's touring across the land as a redneck rock star, playing them songs on his new guitar. He's come a long way from that old tip jar as a redneck rock star. He's a redneck rock star. His mama always knew that he'd go far, and now they cover songs in them all night bars from the redneck rock star. Yeah. Hey. Redneck rock star. If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon